Hi friends, it's Julia. I'm here today to share my June 2017 Counterfeit Kit Challenge kit, and it's based on the May 2017 Felicity Jane Willow kit. You know, they do their monthly kits by names, like Willow's the only one that comes to mind at the moment, but you know, you can check their website, or you can check the Counterfeit Kit Challenge blog, and they have the inspiration kit up there as well. So anywho, I kind of went through the color scheme that they had chosen, and it was based on some fairly bright colors, and so I just went through and I found some papers that I had put together already. They were Illustrated Faith as well as pink paisley papers, and then I threw in some additional papers to kind of make enough for a kit, or what I feel is enough for a kit. I like large kits, and so I'm okay with having tons and tons of stuff in them. So anyway, this is what I did with everything that I took out of the package this month, and I put it in here. I'm going to have photos posted on my blog of this kit, so if you need close-ups of anything, please feel free to stop over at my blog. It's juliesjournaloflife.blogspot.com. And so every month I build my kit, I put it in a container, and then I put all the packaging into whatever I had it originally stored in. And this was just an old scrapbooking collection bag that I had from a store in Memphis, Tennessee. It used to be Eclectica was the name of it, but they've long since closed. They've been closed for 5 or 6 years now. Anyway, so this is an older Illustrated Faith kit, and it's the She Blooms, and I just love all these bright, bold colors. How I'm going to be able to work these in, I don't know. I love spiritual sayings. I love sayings like love grows here and bloom where you're planted and she blooms and faith changes everything. So I know I'll be able to use these somehow. If not, I have the back side of this, and so I love that. But this is the side that I went through, and I pulled in some additional stuff from my stash from this sheet of paper. So I'll show you what I have. I didn't have really that many pieces of paper from this. This one's called Art Prints. This one's called BW Floral, Black and White Floral Stripe. And the back side is these cute little white hearts. And it looks almost like a, not ombre, but misty background, maybe a cloudy background with these blue hearts on it. But I pulled it for this side. This side with all of these phrases on it, she blooms through prayer, she blooms through prayer and love, I guess is the whole saying. And it goes all the way through here. And then the back side of that is this beautiful yellow polka dot paper. This floral pattern that says She Blooms. And then the back side is black and white. This is, I had 4 sheets from the She Blooms Illustrated Faith, and then the next ones are pink paisley. And so I had already put these together because I thought that these matched. And I have these all on the sides that I think I'll use first and most. This one is lovely, but just not my style. I don't think I'll use this. This is pink paisley number 20. I don't know if it's a Paige Evans collection, so I don't know that it necessarily has a collection name other than Paige Evans, and it's number 20. And then this one, I can also use these cut-aparts. These cut-aparts will match the colors in here really well. This one is number 1. This one is number 4. And I'm going to try and add some of that gray in there because I pulled another sheet of paper that has a little almost grayish tint to it. This one, I love this. If I were going to create a background with washi tape or with paper strips, I think it would look like this. So I love this pattern. And this is number 5. The back is that lovely yellow as well. But you can see so many of these colors. They might not be the exact same shade, but they're in the same shade families as those colors. So I think they'll work. Here's another one of the ombres. This is number 1. That is, no, number 10, sorry. This one is number 7. Not the exact same flowers, but close enough that I'm okay with it. And that green, I like that, but it's not my favorite, but I think I may be able to work with it some. So I went through and pulled some additional papers from my stash. Not very many, only a couple. This one is an older Echo Park from Style Essential, and it's called Dark Pink Flourish, and it's got the chevron on the back side and then this flourish on the front side. Well, as you can see up close, it's got a lot of the same color shading in it, so I think it'll go really well either side. This is one that was out of a paper stack. I don't remember, and it's got glitter all over it, but it doesn't have glitter on this piece of paper. It's single-sided, very thin paper, but I'm going to try and get some use out of it. And you can see, I think it's got the same feel on some of the colors, and it has a little extra purple in it. This one I pulled in. This one is also from an older paper pad. I want to say it's a die cut with a view, but you can see like the yellows match, and it's got some of the darker pink, and then the green matches. And so I think I might be able to pull some of this into this to just use as embellishment. This is the one that I said I had the grayish feel, and this is an old SEI paper. It's pretty old. It's got the football field or the soccer field on one side, and then on the back it's got almost like an umpire's shirt, the black and white, but this one has that distressed looking gray in it, so I may be able to get some use out of that one as well. I pulled in 4 sheets of cardstock to match what they had in the original kit, and you can see I'm not sure about this blue, but I may be able to swing it if I use it for bordering. But these 2 colors and this color, I don't think I'll have any problems whatsoever. And those are all, I think 2 of them are, 2 are close to my heart, and then 2 are basil. Then I pulled in some paper scraps. I pulled in this lavendery pink, and you can see it kind of has some of the same feel. And then I pulled in a couple of oranges because this has some orange in it, as well as that peachy color and then the white. So I pulled in those scraps from my stash. And then I pulled in 2 paper 6x6 paper pads. And so these 2, this one is My Mind's Eye Lost and Found, and it's an older one. What's it called? Market Street. I don't see a date on here, but it's probably 7 or 8 years old, and I don't have that many sheets of paper left in here, but like this has the same feel as that, and so the crowns even, I think I think I'm just going to be able to use some of these, and so I'm going to give it my best shot. Even that yellowy beigey color matches that yellow feel in there really well. Even though these are almost cream background, and this is a very stark white, I still think I can get some use out of it. And those are some additional paper scraps from that line, or from that collection as well. But I pulled it mostly for the pinks. This one is a Pebbles Garden Party 6x6 paper pad, and oh, I thought there was a date on here. I guess, oh yeah, from 2013. So it's, you know, 4 years old at least. But when you just flip through here, you can see some of the same colors. And so I may not be able to get all of them used, but I think I'll be able to use some of them. And that's what I'm going for, just to get some of my stash used. Not to use it all up, but to use it. So last year when I went to Scrapbook Convention, I had started this, and I do believe it's a card kit. Let's see, I don't think I finished it, whatever it was for. It was a Technique Tuesday class. I do remember that. Oh, it was learning how to stamp on layered, with a layered stamp. And it just basically went through the class and it was a Misty stamping class, and so it showed how to put your stamps in the correct position to use your Misty tool with it, and then to go back over and go back over and go back over. And And so that was a sample of the cards that you could put together. And so I didn't do it exactly like they showed. I never do. I'm just that way. I do my own thing. And so I created these, and whether I'll ever use them or create cards with them, I don't know. But I thought this black paper, this was all stuck in because I bought this Illustrated Faith last year at the Scrapbook Convention in Arlington. I had bought, I had attended this class when I bought these, and so I had stuck those in there and forgotten all about them. And so I'm going to try and use those stamps and maybe create something else, a card or something, as I'm going. So then I went through my stash. Oh, that's that. And pulled in some alphabets. And let me pick these all up. I pulled in my newest Freckled Fawn alphabets, and these are very teeny tiny. They're not foam, but they're not acrylic either. They're just very tiny, tiny letter stickers, and they're gorgeous. And I have them in white and yellow. I have 2 sheets of each, so I threw them in here. I found this old set of thickers. They are the Scrabble tiles, and I don't know the name of them, but the pink matched really, really well, I thought. That peachy pink. And so I pulled those in. I found these old Making Memories felt letters, and I don't have tons of these left, but if I can make a word or two, you know, I'm okay with that. As well as it's got a lot of, like, there's photo corners, there's this label here, and a flower, a circle with the little scallops on the edges, another little label here. So it's got some stuff to play with in it. This set of foam stickers, and these are from Freckled Fawn, and you can see they're textured, they're already adhesive backed, and they stink to high heaven. So yeah, I'll do my best to get at least 1 or 2 titles made out of them, but if I open my album and this smell comes out from these, I'm gonna die because it's horrible. Then I pulled out these old Scenic Route, and these are quite old. They're probably at least 10 years old. Anyway, I have these left over, and I want to try and get at least another title out of these. And so then I went through and I pulled some stickers and just some random embellishments from my stash. I pulled in a couple of pieces of vellum. This says love one another deeply from the heart, and it's a Bible verse from 1 Peter 1:22. This one is, or sorry, yeah. This one is happiness is like a butterfly. The more you chase it, the more it eludes you. But if you turn your attention to other things, it will come and sit softly on your shoulder. And so both of those are quick quotes vellums. I pulled in these American Craft stickers. Some of the colors match up, some don't. I'm going to see what I can get used out of them. If I can even use just one, you know, I'll be content, because like that, the stitching, I may be able to use that. Maybe the flower here or this little flower here. You know, if I can use it, I'm okay with it. I have this little set of stickers, and I don't remember where they're from, but I just got it from Tuesday Morning not very long ago, and they are puffy. I want to say American Crafts, but I may be wrong. These are just random bits of leftover stickers from my stash out of my Word file. I keep my stickers sorted in different categories, and I have one category called Words, and this is from there. It's got Thankful and Traditions, lots of little words on that one. Obviously that's a Fancy Pants. My Mind's Eye, I think that's Fancy Pants. Another My Mind's Eye, another Fancy Pants, and another My Mind's Eye. And then I went through, and I want to say this is Teresa Collins from the He Said, She Said line. I went through my shapes file and found this, and it had that peachy orange, some of the blue, the green, and so I felt like it would go fairly well. And then I also found this with the butterflies, and it was, these are punch outs, and they're paper with stitching in them, but I felt like I could still pull them in and use them, and it would work. Okay, next down, I have my stamps. And so I went through and I pulled in stamps that were reminiscent of what was in the kit as far as the floral elements go and heart elements. This one has hearts. This is a die and stamp set. And so this is Stampin' Up. This one, the rest are close to my heart. And the floral, plus this had some good sentiments on it. So I'll be able to use that, I'm pretty sure. This one had these leafy images here and here, and I thought I'd be able to use those because they were very reminiscent of what was already in the kit, in the inspiration kit. And then same with this image here. Felt like it was something that I could use from the inspiration kit. Plus too, with this circle with the die cut embellish, or the stitched embellishment on it, I can maybe make some phrases and make my own embellishments with it. Here's another one that I pulled for these images here. Even though it's a birthday stamp set, I think I can still use like the little heart and maybe the flowers or something on my layouts. This one has some journaling lines as well as a little square to make a journaling block. Here's a speech quote box. And then some sentiments on it, some arrows, an arrow there, and then this image that says sweet, and this little splatter that says, or that has a heart in the center. And this one I pulled specifically for that flower and those little flowers. Whether I use the rest of it, I don't know. I may. We'll just have to wait and see what I can create with what I have. But you see, this has a lot of floral images in it, and throughout it's got the leaves and the vines, and so I felt like this would be good to use. So then let me go to washi tape. I pulled in there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 washi tapes. This is an old one from Recollections, and it's glittered. And it's got peel apart, it's got peel off, and so you just use it in your kit, and it's black. This is a Recollections with little blue hearts. This is I think, I don't have it labeled in here, but I think this one might be not Recollections, Freckled Fawn. It says Smile. This one I don't have labeled either, and I think this one might be a Recollections. It's foiled silver. Diagonal stripes. This one is a Freckled Fawn because I took it out of the package for this, and it's a glittered tape. This one is a Target Dollar Spot, and it's black with that, what do you call that? Not medallion. Is it medallion? Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. Moroccan is what I'm thinking. It's almost that Moroccan great look, and so I pulled that one. And then this pink one from Recollections is just multicolored pink polka dots. And so I pulled those in. And then finally I went through my Freckled Fawn embellishments. And let me tell you, for me that's the funnest part. I think the only thing in here that's not Freckled Fawn are these tags, and I want to say they're pink paisley. But there were tags in the inspiration, or a tag or couple of tags in the inspiration kit, and I felt like these colors matched with the exception of the gold, and so I'm going to try and use some of them. There was a blue and white tag, and so I pulled in these market tags that I got at Tuesday morning. It's a huge pack, and so I'm actually just going to pull 2 out to use, and maybe I can use those for journaling or whatever, and I'll put those in here as well. Okay, from Freckled Fawn, I pulled in the journaling cards from from May 2017, and they're two-sided, so you get double images if you don't like one side and you want to use, like, there's one side that has the that one, happy, 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 or it's got this side, but if you wanted to use that on 2 separate layouts, I think it would be fine. Just whatever you want to do. There was a wreath image in the inspiration kit, lots of polka dots, you know, so I just pulled those cards in this month. This floral wood veneer, Just beautiful. It's very frail. It's very dainty. I feel like I can color it if I want to. I can pull some inks in and color it. I punched out all the chipboard pieces that I had in there, and I had multiple packages of chipboard. I had multiple packages of acetate images, the ones from this month as well as some clouds from previous months ago. There's some labels in here from previous months of Freckled Fawn. There's just all kinds of chipboard and different images, that kind of thing. This one I pulled in the paper clips. I pulled in these acrylic words that say adventure and explore, and in the inspiration kit, adventure was a theme word, and I figure it's yellow so I can use it. I pulled in these rubber embellishments. I pulled in these acrylic pieces. They're hearts. If I don't like the front side, I can always flip it over and use the back side. And I've tried to use my Sharpie markers on these before, and it works. So I'm sure if I don't find the colors here helpful, then I can flip it over and use the back side. I pulled in this heart from this month. I pulled in, it says I love you on it. Pulled in a bow that I bought recently. I showed you the paper clips. I pulled in some old acrylic pieces that say fun, and they're in 3 colors. I pulled in some old Freckled Fawn arrows. I got a whole package of like, I think there were 10 or 15 arrow heart or arrow clips in the package. And so I still have a ton of them left. I've used them here and there, but I have those left to use. And then I pulled in a couple of the acrylic pieces that are like flare, but flatter. One says yay, and then the other has a rainbow, and those are acrylic pieces as well. Okay, that's it for there, out of that bin. Here I pulled in some washi tape strips from an older kit. I want to say a couple of months ago, maybe April or maybe March. I pulled in these acetate words again from an older kit. There's words like happy and today, and I think there's 2 of each. Yes. Love. Hello. No. That is not hello. What does that say? Flip it. Photo. Imagine that. Fun, and another happy, and love, another fun, and a today. I pulled in these old puffy hearts. I pulled in a couple of sticker sheets that have labels. I pulled in these acrylic pieces that have gold on them. I don't know that I'm going to use the gold because the color, when it's very stark black and white like that, it gives me a silver feel. But I may get some use out of them. I don't know. We'll see. I have these puffy stickers that are border pieces, and they're puffy. And then these vellum embellishments from this month as well, from the Freckled Fawn kit. So that's everything I have in my June 2017 Counterfeit Kit Challenge kit. And so if you put together a kit for this month, I would love, love, love to see it. I love to see everybody's kits. I always go over to the blog and troll over there. I don't spend a lot of time there anymore. Now that I have a job that I work Monday through Friday, I just don't have as much time. When I worked 3 days a week, it was perfect because I had tons of time and I can do so much more. But anymore, I just don't have the time to spend making comments on everybody's kits and that kind of thing. I try where I can, but you know, there's only so many hours in a day, and I have to decide what's the most important in my life, spending time on the computer or spending time with my family. And so more often than not, I opt for family time. So anyway, that's my kit, and I plan to get it used relatively quickly this month. I don't think this one's going to sit around. It's June, so it's time for the Scrapbook Convention in Arlington, Texas this month, and so that's where I plan to head out in a couple of weeks for that, and I plan to take this kit with me and use it while I'm there. And so I will share with you the layouts when I get back. Anyway, have an awesome day. Thanks for sticking around. And if you create a kit, I would love to see it. So post a link in the bottom, and I'll see you on the next video. Have a great day.